Well, I was kind of, going through the press conferences and, looking at things and seeing what people are saying. And Carson Wentz, he's got to focus on his offense and getting this ball to multiple receivers. Okay? Dallas Goedert has a fractured ankle right now. I don't know when he's coming back. Short-term IR, 3 weeks, probably more than that. Who knows at this point? Carson Wentz says we need to have Zach Ertz to have a breakout game. Why? Why do we need that? Do we really need Zach Ertz to have a breakout game? Do we need that? At this point, it just makes no sense. Stop worrying about Zach Ertz. And you know what? With Zach Ertz, he has just digressed tremendously. And we have forced the ball to Zach Ertz. We have done that. We have already done that since the first week of the season. We have done that. And it has not worked. There were times where the ball was going to Zach Ertz and watching these commentators telling us, the ball is supposed to go to Zach Ertz. And then you see him trying to throw to Zach Ertz and he wasn't open. Zach Ertz has not played well, period. Why? Because the only reason how he broke that reception record a couple years ago was because we threw to nobody else. Nobody. And there were times when other guys were open at certain times. Zach Ertz was our number one receiver. Pretty damn much. I'm kind of dreaming right now, but I'm looking towards week 9. I'm looking towards that trade deadline right now, and I'm saying to myself, this is probably going to be the best time for you to get some trade value for Zach Ertz. This is probably going to be the best time where if someone needs a tight end right now, this moment, it's probably the perfect time to trade Zach Ertz. I don't care what we get, honestly. I'm not even saying, I want a first-round pick and blah, blah, blah. I'm not even saying that. Get a second, whatever the hell you got to do. He needs to go. He needs to go. Period. Because you know what? I'm done with 12-man personnel. I'm just done with double tight end sets. And I'm not saying that Doug doesn't have to use double tight end sets anymore. I'm not saying that Doug just doesn't have to use it anymore. But that's like his main thing. In the past 2 weeks, from the 49ers to the Steelers game, he's actually decreased in the 12-man personnel. He's actually played some of it, but not most of it, okay? We're getting the receivers to Travis Fulgham, John Hightower, Quez Watkins hopefully gets more snaps. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside needs to get at least his second reception. I still don't think he has a reception, even though that, at the half he had that one, that nothing reception that he had. That meant pretty much absolutely nothing because of that out of bounds by Fulgham, and, we wasted 20-something seconds on the damn clock, and then we got that pass to him, and it made no sense. I'm just done with 12-man personnel because honestly, Dallas Goedert could start for any other NFL team right now. Dallas Goedert could outrun defenses. Dallas Goedert could be a 50-50 ball possession receiver, pretty much. Zach Ertz, great route running, but his getting separation is fantastic. But when it comes to why are you using Zach Ertz on screens? And you're still doing it. They did it against the Steelers. They did it again. Why are they even trying this? Why? How fast do you think Zach Ertz is going to get? I swear to God, last year against the Giants at the end of the year, he literally caught the ball on the sideline, stopped before getting more yards. He stopped for a few defenders to run past him, and then he started running. He only got 2 yards after that. I mean, this is how slow this guy is. This is how slow he is now. Look, I appreciate what Zach Ertz has done in the past, 2017, his whole entire career. I appreciate everything that he's done, but it's time to move on. It's not me as just what I think of this team, but it's the cap space. It's the cap space at the end of the day. And Howie Roseman, could he trade Zach Ertz by the trade deadline? He could, but in my head, he's probably not going to, because I don't know what this team is going to look like by week 9. I have no idea. By week 9, we should probably get a little bit of an assumption of where the Eagles are, where they're going to be, and if it's a losing season, you get rid of Zach Ertz. But I think, honestly, even if it's a winning season to get into the playoffs at least, or win a division, you should at least hear some offers out. And you know what? I would try to make a fair deal for somebody. I would try to actually do a fair deal, because the trade deadline, every team is trying to fleece each other at the trade deadline. Everyone is trying to get what they want to get for a player. And I'm telling you right now, I wouldn't even do that. I would get a fair deal done for Zach Ertz by the trade deadline by week 9. I would try to get it done. Honestly, I would, because you know what? We don't need him. Because when we didn't have speed and we didn't have receivers and we didn't have a lot of people that were getting open, because we legitimately don't have a number one. Jalen Reagor's missing almost the whole season so far right now. I mean, not right now, but, he'll be back soon. But, I want Jalen Reagor to get back in this game. I want this offense to be more diverse. I just want more to happen. Get away from the 12-man personnel. Get away from the double tie and sets. I'm not saying he has to get, he has to be done with it, but at least stop making Zach Ertz a focal point of your offense. It's over. It's done with. It's over with. Okay, I'm just ready to move on now because I'm already used to him. He hasn't, he just hasn't been able to get off coverage, and he's trying to, pass to Zach Ertz. And there are times where he's got to go through his progressions, not pass to Zach Ertz, pass to somebody else because it's just not there. It's not there. Like Father Time is going to catch up sooner or later, and Zach Ertz is not going to be able to at least catch anymore. Get something right now. You know what I mean? Just get something right now. I'm not saying trade him at this minute right now as I'm making this video, but at least by the trade deadline, don't try to fleece another team. And if you can, do it. But if you can't, make a fair trade. Get a second, get a first-round pick. I don't care what you get for him alone. You know what I mean? I don't want a third, a fourth, a fifth. I want to at least get a second-round pick. If that's the case, at least get a second-rounder. If not, try to get, I believe that, how the Eagles value Zach Ertz, they're going to want a first-round pick for him. That's what's going to happen. Not 2 first-rounders, not 3. I mean, that's ridiculous because I wouldn't even pay a first-rounder for him because this year he's been very on and off. His tape really hasn't been good this year. It hasn't been good at all. I mean, if he doesn't look good this year, then I don't know what to say. Is it going to be hard to trade him because he looks like crap? I have no idea. But Zach Ertz, to me, get rid of him while you can. Get rid of him while he's still... Just get rid of him while he still can play the next couple years because he doesn't have much time left, guys. And maybe a couple years left, and that's really it. Because he hasn't really looked great this year at all. I want us to stray away. So once... Carson's like, we need Zach Ertz to have a big game. I'm telling you right now, do not go to Doug and say we need to throw to Zach Ertz board. Don't even do that because you know what that's going to do? We're going to turn back into what we used to be, and that's what we're trying. We're trying to get out of this hole that we're in with this roster. We're trying to get out of this hole that we're in with the play calling. We're trying to get out of this hole of how Carson Wentz has been playing. You're going to go revert back to passing to Zach Ertz the whole entire game. They're trying to incorporate him in the game. It's not like they're not trying to incorporate him in the game, but Zach Ertz, if you're not open, then... you're not open, period. We're not trying to force a player to have a good game because he's not open. If you're not open, you're not the guy to throw to, period. That's the whole case of what's going on here. And I feel bad because, I don't want Zach Ertz to leave, but at the same time, it's it's time. It's a new era in Philly. I'm seeing it grow before my eyes. You could have a new offensive line, new wide receiver core. I mean, a brand new, you can have some new, between Dallas Goedert, have another new tight end behind him. I mean, we don't know what Hakeem Butler can do. We don't know what Jason Kroom could do. We don't even know what these other guys could do right now. So as of right now, I just get something for him. I mean, it's time. You're not paying Zach Ertz. You're not offering him a third contract already. It's not done. And for the Eagles fans, they're going to tell me, oh, he's not playing well because of his contract situation. That's why he's not playing well. Well, that should make you even want him off the team more because why would you want someone on this team that's not playing well on purpose because his contract negotiations are going well? I would not want a guy like that on my team if he's not playing well because of his contract negotiations. I'm not going to have a guy on my team that's going to be a crybaby because he's not getting the contract he wants and he's not going to play as hard or try as hard. If that was the case, you shouldn't want him here. If someone's going to be that much of a baby between the millions of dollars that he already friggin' has, okay? Already has, okay? Ridiculous. By week 9, I'd be looking for something. Something. I'd put him on the trade block and see what you get out of it. And if you can't fleece a team, give someone the right deal for Zach Ertz for what he's worth. Give the right deal. But you know what? For one of the top tight ends in the league, not playing like one right now, but get something for him. Period. They got to do it. They have to do it. Other than that, that's pretty much it, guys. That's my round, Zach Ertz. Carson Wentz was pretty much like, oh, we need If you force a ball to, so someone's not playing well on your team and you want to force the ball to them and they're still not playing well, then you're more likely not going to get the ball to that person. You're more likely that guy is not going to get the ball as much as possible, because if he's not open, if he's digressing as a player, there's nothing we could do about it. But now we're going to go and we're going to force throws to him? I mean, it makes no sense. Period. It makes no sense at all. Like, if Zach Ertz is declining, get rid of him before he declines more. And he's not going to be here anyway, guys. He's not going to be here. It's done. We tried offering 2 contract extensions to him. He's not getting Kittle money. We're not paying him that. I don't want to pay him that, because you know what? Does he deserve it? Yes. But is he worth it in the end? No, because I see these other tight ends in the league, like Travis Kelce. They'll throw a screen past him up the middle, and he's running around linebackers. This guy can't even run around an ant farm on the ground. I mean, he can't even run around the smallest things. He can't. He can't do it. George Kittle is another species. But this guy, Travis Kelce, for his age, I mean, just Kelce's, I keep Travis Kelce's bigger than Zach Ertz. And they could throw a middle screen to Travis Kelce. He'll run around defenses, and this guy catches the ball and falls to the ground. There's no yak yards. I mean, we're just gonna sign him because he can at least get some separation, but he's digressing at the same time, and we have to put our hands together and pray that this guy's gonna work out, and we're gonna pay 2 tight end money? That's not gonna happen, bro. That's not gonna happen. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Some Eagles fans need to get over it. It's done. It's over. The new show, the new young era for the Philadelphia Eagles is going to be here before you know it. You could have a brand new offensive line. You could have a brand new wide receiver core. You can have so much, and they cannot keep these old veteran guys from our Super Bowl. Goodbye. It's done. Zach Ertz is not looking good. But now we're going to force the ball to him to make him look good. He needs to get into the game, so we're going to force the... Why? If it's not working, obviously there's no double tie-in sets right now because Dallas Goedert's not here. So what teams are doing now is they are doubling Zach Ertz, and there's no one else on the field that's going to take that much attention right now. So Zach Ertz is not looking good. So you're telling me you want to keep a Zach Ertz that can't even do anything on his own right now? We need double tie-in sets for Zach Ertz to look great. That is such a waste of money, just a waste of thought. Get him out of here. I wish him the best of luck. I love him. I respect him. But it is time to move on. The logo is first before the player, and that's all I got to say. I will see you guys later. Shake Squad up. Fly, Peace out, guys. Peace.